Well, today we're going to install an over-the-range microwave. We got kind of a mock-up kitchen here, so it's not technically over the range. Usually the microwaves are mounted like this one here, actually over the range. So we'll kind of get rolling on this. First thing we want to do, we always want to put something down on the countertop. You know, the customer's countertop isn't our workbench, so we always want to put either a cargo blanket down or like a coat or something like that, just so it reduces any risk of scratching their countertop or damaging any of their property. With this particular kit, we do have a good template that comes with it, so that's going to help out a lot. We also have our install kit, which comes with the screws, the backing plate, the template, and what we all really need to do it. The tools we'll need, we need a 1/2-inch drill bit, 1.5-inch hole saw, a Phillips screwdriver, a drill for the hole saw, a tape measure, and a pen is about it. The first thing that we're going to do, we're actually going to take this template, which that has if we have to cut out a vent. Here's where we install the cord hole to go through, and here's the 2 mounting brackets. Here's the center line with it. So the first thing we'll do with the customer's cabinet like this one, we'll find the center line. The microwaves are always going to be 29.5 inches wide, so our center line is going to be about 14 3/4, which here you can already see it's marked at 14 3/4. We'll go on the back, mock it up on the front here too, 14 3/4, which we have a mark on that already. Then we'll take our template, and it tells which way it kind of goes, facing the wall, facing up. We'll flip it up, put it in place. We'll mount this up so our center line is right with our center line on the wall there. We'll take a pen, we got to mark out where we're going to cut our hole in the cabinet for our cord to go through, our mounting brackets to go through on each side, and then that'll be where we drill our holes at. With this particular model, we're not cutting out for the vent, so we don't need to even worry about that. So then what we would do first, put our 1/2-inch drill bit in our drill, right where our holes are marked out, which these ones are already marked out, but we'll just drill each one of these holes right through there, all the way through the cabinet. Try and keep the dust and everything contained as much as we can, because we'll wipe that up when we're done. Then we'll drill our other mounting hole right through there. Got both them holes drilled out. Then we'll take our 1.5-inch hole saw bit, and same thing there too. We'll just drill where we marked right there. We'll drill our hole out for the cord. Got that hole drilled out, so that's all taken care of. This is a mock-up one, like I said, so we already have the backing plate on. This is kind of the same procedure there. We'll find our center point, just like we have there. We'll mount that top and bottom right where that's at. And then with this particular model, it's actually 18.5 from the bottom of the cabinet, or 18 inches even, from the bottom of the cabinet to the bottom of the bracket there. And if you don't remember what that measurement is, you can go off of this one. You'll know our mounting bracket is from the bottom of this all the way to the top. So you just measure that, and that's right at 18, and that'll give us our height where the bottom of the install bracket has to be. This is how the new install brackets come. This one has a hinge, it just opens up like that. What we'll do, with the existing one that's already here, we have a couple leg screws. That's actually going into a stud, so we want to kind of mark them. If we do have to move this bracket up or down or take it off, we'll mark kind of on the wall over top where it gets covered up, where our studs are at, just so we know when we install this bracket, we can run them through the exact same holes there. We want to try and catch a stud. If we can't, it does come with these install spring bracket style, so you could put these screws right on the middle, drill a hole in the wall where it would be right here, and then drill a hole through there, and then you'll actually put this little spring washer adapter onto it, spin it tight, and then this you can push through the wall and it springs shut, and then when it goes through the wall it springs back open, and then as you tighten this up, that'll all tighten together. And that's only in a case where you can't find the stud on the wall or there just isn't one in line. So in this particular setup, we have the studs all marked and mounted, so that saves that's very nice and saves us some time there. Now that we got the bracket all installed, we'll install the actual microwave itself. I'm going to put, these are our 2 install screws that come from the top down into the microwave. So I'm going to put one up here and one right here, just so we kind of have them in place where we need to. And then the guys, we're going to grab this and we'll hinge it into place. There's 2 little tabs right here, and that's what it'll hinge on. So when the guys lift it up, kind of tip it back a little bit. Show the other way. Show the camera. So there's a little sleeve right here that you'll see that it matches up in on each side. We got to line up them sleeves right here with these 2 mounting tabs. Then we'll have the cord kind of hanging out the front. You'll kind of feel that lock in just like that on each side. When they're both locked in, and then we'll have to feed, hold up before we roll it too far up. We got to feed the cord up through the slot. There's a little gap in there. So if Josh will kind of hold the microwave in place, and then Sheen will feed the cord up. You want to pull all the slack out of the cord until it's tight, and then just rotate the microwave up until it's flush with the top of the cabinet. And as Josh is holding it, Sheen's going to run a screw down from the top. It'll go straight down, and there'll be 2 screw holes in the top of the microwave that then will thread right into. Now that them are both tight, the microwave's installed. Now normally in the customer's cabinet, there'll be an outlet in there, so we'll plug that in right away. It'll power it up.
We tend to not use a power drill in these because they strip really easy. The screw head will, so by using just a handheld screwdriver, it
just shrink wrap or tape on everything, so we want to take all that off, being that it's in the customer's house now, and that we want to have it so it's usable for them right away. And with this particular model, it does come with a couple accessories. As far as this one has a bake stone in it, and it also has a rack assembly for it, because this does have a crisper inside of it, which these will just set for the customer. We also have the owner's manual here, so we'll give that to the customer as well. Just double check everything. Yeah, and then once that's powered up, we'll set the clock for them. Ask the customer if they have any questions. We will clean up our mess. This the customer's keeping. Everything else we'll clean up and make sure that we kind of wipe down the workspace too. Any sawdust or dust from that we'll either sweep up or vacuum, and that should be everything that we need to do there.
Okay.